Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington, Husky Stadium, is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Washington likely to try to put it deep to get things started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. They're working that left side. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice play. And this running back showing you why he truly is a three-down back. He's not just dangerous running the football between the tackles or blocking, but he can also catch the ball. And when you get this guy the football in space in the perimeter of the field, he's got the wiggle and he's got the power to break tackles from the secondary. That's why this guy has an opportunity to play at the next level.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Moving out to the right. On the run, fires downfield. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Here's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back at the 30. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Williams. Puts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Second and goal coming up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Husky. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for open space. It's Marshall. Not much doing. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Throwing, Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. On target. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Quarterback keep. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington, as we get a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Here's Underwood to throw. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, you click it early, get everything going, let it get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right now.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
They'll run it from the gun. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Underwood. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the off.
Caught! And he will score! Touchdown, Michigan! On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, you talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had, these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams. Quick completion on the out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Come on, receiver. You can make that play. You do it all the time in practice. Don't come out here on game day and start getting big eyes under the big lights. You got to make that catch.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Running behind that left side. Turning it on. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Right back to the well. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Spits it out to the back. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, that goes from I'm going to go make a play for my team, run this thing back, make something happen to, dang it, I put it on the ground, and they got it, and they have great field position.
This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 5 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Crimson Tide in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being pumped right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And some room to work. Picks up the 1st down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Here's a give to Washington. Finding some room. Touchdown, Washington! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Quick step and go. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolverines! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll move the tight end. Williams. Fears the pressure. Being chased. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Williams looking for a man. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, 3rd downs, get him the football. Shoot, 1st downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Husky. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out, because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. Breaks loose. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in...
Hits the afterburners. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! They are starting to believe as that score puts them on top.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back looking for help. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Powers through. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Huskies! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Oh, they're after him. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull. And the ball is free on the pitch. Takes it in. Touchdown, Huskies. They extend the lead here.